So it seems like after the court document was released yesterday, and a lot of people talked about it and talked about their opinions about the court petition of Melody. A lot of people are out on the streets, on social media, Facebook groups, Facebook pages, accusing Melody of things that this for me, I'm so shocked. But before we go ahead, welcome to my channel, guys. Don't forget to like. The more you like, the more YouTube recommends this video. Don't forget to comment your thoughts and opinion on the comment section, and don't forget to share and subscribe to this channel if you're new. Now let's go ahead and talk about the accusation. A lot of people are saying that she purposely, leaked this court petition for her. And I saw a particular comment, and the person was like, at least when Martel leaked his own, is that he leaked the court judgment. And I'm like, so okay, we are going to give congratulations to Martel for leaking the court judgment. And now we are accusing Melody of leaking a petition. And I'm like, how hard can it be? Because I believe that this thing is easily gotten. Like, it's not a case that people don't want to be the court doesn't want people to be aware of. It's not a case that is hidden from everybody. You can literally go and get this document, apply and get this document. So why is it that the first thought that comes to your head is that Melody released this petition for people to talk about it? What will she gain? Martel did bring up the document. He was reading through it. He said it with his mouth that he gave those documents to Queen Sheba when he did interview with Queen Sheba for them to look towards it. And for those that are there accusing her of bringing a petition that it was not a judgment, like literally, you could read through the document. The real document is in so many websites, so many people, so many blogs have posted about it, so many YouTube page have literally put up the real document for people to see. Now, if you will read through those documents, it is evident that it's a petition for what you felt like you were giving a judgment for, and the person hasn't complied with the judgment. I went through something similar like that. I had a court case back home in my home country in Nigeria. I had a court case and the judgment was given after a while, the court case. And the person the defendant was really not trying to be compliant with this judgment. He was trying to stretch the judgment. And I wasn't here for it. The more you stretch it, the more you're delaying my life. The more things that I was supposed to do, it's gonna be choked up for me. So I said no. This law judgment was given. I thought in the next 1 month everything will be over, dusted, and I move on with my life. And when the person was delaying, I said no. I went to my lawyer and I filed a petition, which was where I stated this was a judgment that they gave me. This was a judgment that was stated. This was a thing that was stated, and this person hasn't complied with this certain things. And that's what the petition was. Yes, it's a petition for Melody, but she was stating categorically, this is what was said, this is what was said, this was the judgment that was said, and this person hasn't obliged, and this person hasn't answered to this particular judgment. He hasn't done these things, and therefore, those things were derailing her life, and like how I felt like it was derailing my own life, and I filled that petition. And when I did that, we went to court back, and he was asked to oblige with the judgment in the next 1 month or face going to jail. And he realized that going to jail was going to jeopardize a lot of things for him, his job and everything. Nobody likes going to jail. So he obliged in 2 weeks. So I don't know how people would come out and feel like certain people want to do things if nobody wants to do something if it's inconveniencing them. That's the truth. What I always say is that most of us don't know exactly what is going on. And I always have this saying, you don't know where it hurts somebody until you wear the person's shoe. Most of us don't know what Melody herself is going on or what she's going through because we don't wear her shoes. I don't pray to wear her shoes at all. But the truth is that most of us that come out here and type and say things in so many ways, we don't know what Melody is going through. We don't know what, in short, we don't know what Latisha is going through. We don't know what Marcel is going through. We don't know what Kimmy is going through. We don't know what Maurice is going through. We don't know what Martel is going through. We just see what is on our screen as a reality TV show, which some of them don't really show reality. Some of them just try to make this over exaggerated life to look like the best people on TV so as to get praises from people. People be like, oh, I do like this family. They're living well. Oh, we've heard some statements on the show, and as we viewers watching it, you'll be like, oh, wow, what kind of statements are these? We've heard. But at the end of the day, I ask people and I say, what's the essence of typing all these things? What's the essence of saying all these evil, vile things when you really don't know what the person is going through? I believe Melody would not be filing all these petitions if she was having it easy. It's not easy to have somebody stalking you, and for that matter, your ex husband you've been divorced from for how many years now? It's not easy for you trying to move on from your life, and you have your ex literally trying to disturb your life. It's not easy to know that every other person, we have the Scott living freely, but as Melody she is, she has to walk around with security every single time. It's not an easy lifestyle. But there's one thing I want to point out to most of us that we come accuse this person. I'm not standing it for anybody. Do you know who I stand for? Those kids. And I think most of us forget to ask the question, what is the kids? What are they going through? A lot of us want to quickly type and accuse Melody. A lot of us also want to quickly type and accuse Martel. Or a lot of us want to quickly type and stand for Martel. And a lot of us also want to stand for Melody. But at the end of the day, who is standing for those kids? Because at the end of the day, that is who is important in this situation. Those kids, because they would go through this trauma for the rest of their life. And I'm talking because I have gone through it, I went through it, and it's not a nice thing to go through. Having to grow up and you see a certain thing that you feel like this is not normal. This is not what people go through. And you've gone through that and you're thinking, is my life any different? And you go through that trauma and you're reliving it. You have to be in therapy. You have to, you have to be strong also. It's about those four M&M kids that I do care about. Has any of you that are very quick to type and accuse ever asked, what are those kids going after? Most of us are not interested in that. Most of us wants to, the large population wants to accuse Melody of being a bad mother, a mother that is still interested in her eggs. Then most of us wants to accuse Martel in whatever we want to accuse him for. But have we ever asked ourselves, what is the stance of these kids? Are they happy? Are they living their life the way they want to? With the petition I saw, no kid wants to go to see his father and literally get abused by the stepbrother, get belittled by the stepbrother and stepsister. I literally don't want to do. I went through that. I literally have not seen my. I don't even know my step siblings. If they've passed me by on the street, I wouldn't know them because it was toxic. And mine was better because I was older than those kids when my situation happened. But still, it still gave me trauma. It still gave me something that I had to live with, something I had to heal from. And I knew a lot of changes, life changes I had to go through, and a lot of things I had to do to get myself back to the happy person that I knew that I was and I knew that I could be. Someone that would live her life for herself and nobody else. not thinking about anybody, not caring about anybody, not caring about what anybody has to say about me. When he talks about your step siblings abusing you, making you feel like the lesser person, yeah, that's the worst thing to go through. I literally had to cut off from my step siblings. I know that I have more step siblings now, but I don't I can I can't recognize them if I see them on the street. If I walk past them, I can't. Let's for one moment think about those kids, and let's stop being, oh, Melody is this, Melody is that. She is also fighting for her kids. Let's just be realistic. Let's think for one moment. If Martel, we're always saying Martel has something on Melody, Martel has something on Melody. But let's be realistic. With the way Martel is so unhinged, I'm sorry for that, but truly, with the way Martel is so unhinged, and the way he rushed up to Tasha K live to release what he wanted to release. You know what I thought was going to happen when he went to Tasha K live? Bring solid evidences. When I was watching it and I saw what he was bringing, I was like, we already know about these things. I needed to see things that I haven't seen before, things I haven't heard before. The cockroaches in the cupboard, the rats in the cupboard, the demon that lives in Melody's closet. That is what I thought he was going to bring, but he didn't. And when I saw him do that, that day convinced me, was enough for me to know that Mattel had nothing. All he wanted to do was to oppress, was to make Melody feel like a lesser human being, was to embarrass her to the highest. For someone that says he cares about his kid, he didn't care enough to go on social media. Like, we know a lot of people come on YouTube, the YouTube streets, the bloggers, the content creators talk about these castmates the way they want to talk about them. Some I do accept, some I feel like, okay, that is extreme. But these are content creators. That is what they do. They would talk. We, as a content creator, so I would say what I want to say. But you, as a person living as a living that life, you come and try to degrade your ex-wife just because you feel a certain way, or you feel like your masculinity was brought to a certain level that you did not like. That is not healthy. And people said, if Melody really had anything against Martel, if Martel was really the bad person that he is, or the way Melody claimed he is, why did Melody not release those things? Have we all sat down? Let's be realistic. Have we all sat down once and said, the only reason why she might not release it because she thinks about her kids? Because I know what it is like for her mother to think about her kids rather than herself. Before my mom passed on, she thought about herself less than what she thought about us. Before she made decisions, before she did some certain things, even when she felt like this might make her happy, she always put us at the forefront as her kids. A lot of mothers are like that. They might think that, okay, if I do this, it will liberate me. If I do this, I'll be exonerated. But at the end, it's like, what is the long run of this? What is the future of this? Would I get what I want to get? Would it derive me what I want? Would I be happy at the end of the day? Would my kids be fulfilled? Would my kids be happy? And I feel like, I'm pretty sure that so many times she has sat down and thought about this, being like, if I really say what I have to say, what will my kids feel like? Because at the end of the day, he is still the kid's father. She cannot change that. It's an unfortunate situation. An unfortunate situation that she cannot change. She cannot change the fact that Martel is the father of her kids. I I know if there's a way that she can change it, she would definitely do. But it's something permanent. It's done, dusted, staying there forever. So she has to think, protect those children, because they are alive. Everything she's doing, every project, every money she's making is for those kids to have a shelter on their head, to live a life that she knows that they deserve. A life that she knows that they deserve. And everybody, I see people sometimes come on social media, want to talk about the kids in certain ways. I always say kids are off limits to me. I will come for Martel, I will come for Melody, I will come for anybody on that cast member on, but kids off limits. So let's stop this accusation and standing and being like Melody did this. Sometimes I feel like we don't really think about it before we just go out there and just start, you know, making accusation. Is it all Melody has been so busy trying to promote her J-Bullying and new fashion line? Is it that time that she's using to promote it and still shipping off her product to people that are buying it? And she still has so many events. We know about this. She posts it on her social media. She has so many events coming up. Is it that time that she's so busy that she would take and go to the court, get this that document and give it to, you know, give it to content creator to go ahead and talk about? And she knows that this would expose her kids. It will really show us what the kids are going through. It will open a can of worms. I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to do that. She had no plans. So before we go ahead and accuse somebody, make sure we all read through the facts. Because yes, it's a petition, but you can literally see that it stated that some of the judgments were not adhered to. Some of the judgments have not been done. She's not saying anything new. She's not saying anything brand new. She's referring to most of the judgment that was already said from the previous case. And she wants those things met. Why would she still be pushing for Martel to have therapy with her son if she so much hates Martel? If she doesn't want the kids to be close to Martel? Why would she want somebody? Why would she, God forbid, want somebody to stop bullying her child? Do you know how many times they might have come to her and complain and cry and be like, "Mom, this happened," and she cannot do anything. Like it's not like she can browse, she can march through to Martel's house and cause a scene. If that happened, wow, that's gonna be the end. A lot of people are gonna be like, "Yeah, I said it. She's this, she's demonic, she's devilish, she's this, she's that, she's violent," and she has to watch her kids complain. She's trying to do things the right way. Although it's looking very slow, but she's trying to do the things the right way. We might not know what is going on until we are in the same shoes that Melody is. I don't pray for that, for anybody to be in the same shoes that she is in, because I'm pretty sure that most of us cannot withstand, like, cannot go through 1 cent 1% of what she's going through. Most of us must have gone, might even go crazy. Most of us would have been in jail by now. Most of us don't have that patience. Most of us must have might do and undo. Let's just be truthful. Most of us don't have that patience to for someone to harass you, to stalk you the way he does, and still sit in a room with him. Let's be realistic. We might not have that patience, but she still during reunion she sits in the same room with him, and they're doing show. They're on reality TV shows. She might get invited to the same party that Martel is, and she has to be there. She shows her face, and she's there, and she still gracefully does it without trying to create drama. Most of us cannot. I don't think I can. I don't think I might have the patience, but she does. So I think from now on, let's kind of take a breather, think about what we say before we start making accusation. Let's think about it before we go ahead and just, you know, start typing things. Let's think about people's feelings. Everybody has feelings. I have feelings. You have feelings. Melody has feelings. Martel has feelings. If you want to speak, speak on facts. Let's stop trying to make up storylines or trying to be delusional on being like, oh, she still likes Martel. That's why she's doing all these things. Let's stop it. And let's pray for those kids that they will go through this unharmed, and they will go through this and come out successfully, and not it being in a moment, like I said in my video yesterday, not in a place or in a time where it is unrepairable, where they cannot repair the damage that has been done. I think that's what we should be doing for now, caring for those kids and not for any other person. Well, I just thought I should just come up here and rant a little bit about what I feel about people just accusing. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, guys, to like I said earlier on, the more you like, the more YouTube recommends this video to people. Don't forget to comment your total opinion on the comment section. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button if you're just new to this channel. Click on the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again, once again, for watching. We'll see you guys on another video.